Hello, my name's John Griemer, Head of Channel Sales at LYNQ, and I'm delighted to introduce to you LYNQ MES for SAP Business One. But first, just a little bit of background around LYNQ. So LYNQ is a leading provider of commercial MES software. Our solution extends and enriches SAP Business One with a plug-and-play manufacturing operations management solution to provide an MES for a fraction of the typical cost. Today, our software improves the effectiveness of more than 50,000 resources, increasing efficiency, productivity, and profitability of manufacturers. Our software is highly configurable and currently supports both discrete and process-based manufacturers across 15 industries in more than 10 countries. LYNQ MES is formed around the international standard for manufacturing operations management. Now, where does MES fit in, or what is MES? MES is a fully integrated closed-loop planning and production system which accelerates digital transformation and automation initiatives to achieve delivery, quality, and financial goals. So you can see MES right in the middle here, level 3, connected to Business One, level 4, and the plant floor, level 0 to 2. So LYNQ MES actually connects SAP, which is essentially your business planning and administration system, and also the plant equipment and employees out there. So it brings everything together. So just a little bit more about the LYNQ MES solution. It is one product. It's a fully integrated closed loop planning and production system which accelerates digital transformation and automation initiatives, again, to achieve delivery, quality, and financial goals. LYNQ MES can help you to plan, track, automate, analyze, and optimize your business to increase efficiency, productivity, and profitability. In terms of planning, you can use LYNQ's powerful advanced planning and scheduling APS client to minimize downtime while considering constraints from machines, tooling, personnel, and inventory to make smarter use of your materials and resources. Publish schedules to the shop floor that can be viewed on any device anywhere. So you can see job and operational progress in real time. So that's advanced planning and scheduling, drag and drop auto scheduling, creating reliable production plans that you ultimately save and publish so everyone in the business can see that production plan and you can adhere to plan. While it's out on the shop floor, we can provide your workforce with interactive job list to drive efficiency and adherence to plan. You can collect data from shop floor easily and accurately from your employees and machines. You can see how resources are being used with visibility of operating, productive, and downtime at a glance. So you can track and see who's doing what, where, and when. You can understand whether there's any downtime, what's being reported in terms of production activities. All of this is interactive, highly configurable terminals out on the shop floor, so you can see exactly what you should be working on. LYNQ MES also provides you with the ability to automatically capture data from machines and other devices out on the shop floor. We have over 140 industrial drivers, the most common PLC and I/O devices on the market today. So LYNQ provides both manual and automatic data capture out on the shop floor, with all the transactions passing back to B1 via the certified integration that we have. And one of the main features of LYNQ MES is the ability to provide world-class factory performance analysis with loss visualization. So you can track availability, performance, and quality at a click of a button for OLE and OEE analysis. You can open up a loss management dashboard to gain complete visibility of all your losses across the factory and use powerful drill downs to get to the root cause to apply countermeasures. Now, last but not least, you also have the ability to run a paperless shop floor with downtime alerts and collaborative messaging, drive continuous improvement with management alerts, collaborative messaging, and online documentation. All of this is provided in a single plug and play solution with certified integration with Business One. So we connect with Business One. As I say, it's plug and play with versions 9.3 and above. You know, it's HANA and SQL. So it's quick to get it installed and get up and running. Obviously, we're reading that master data in terms of bills of materials, route stages, you know, the resources, employees, machines, tools, etc. All of that data is read into LYNQ so that you can do your planning and scheduling and your shop floor data capture, and also write transactional data back to Business One. Seamless integration. Again, we can connect with machines for automatic data capture. We also have the ability to integrate with other applications, typically web applications, so we can be reading other web data in. Common one for us would be label printers, and so that we can connect with other applications. We can also provide customized reports where, you know, the standard reports provide a certain level of information, but the client requires additional reporting, perhaps around the area of quality, where we'll use the Microsoft Power Platform Power Apps to build those reports and much more. So I'm going to provide you with a demonstration in the limited time that I have. I'm only going to show you some of the solution's capabilities now. So let's take a look. So we're going to start at the beginning of the process by creating a production order in Business One. So as soon as you create a production order in Business One, the production order is immediately available in LYNQ for planning and scheduling. So let me just show you. So here we see production order 542. You'll see that in a second in LYNQ. I'm going to minimize my screen and I'm going to open up my LYNQ MES solution. So here it is, LYNQ Manufacturing Operations Management. And this is the home page. It's predominantly a web-based solution. However, it does have a desktop APS, Advanced Planning and Scheduling. That gives us the power that we need for planning and scheduling. But this solution, as I say, is aligned to the international standard for manufacturing operations management. And essentially, the production orders being created, it will appear in the APS. So let's go into the APS client, which is what the production planner uses to create that all-important production plan. So here is production order 542 that we created in B1 just a minute ago. And you can see that it has a scheduled start date and due date on it. And in a minute, we'll schedule this, but just so that you're understanding what you're seeing on the screen, this is a client-based part of the solution. There's the database that I'm connected with, my B1 database. This is the main menu here, very easy to navigate, very intuitive. And this area is the task panel where you're seeing all of your live production orders. And each production order is represented horizontally like this. If I open the production order up, you're going to see all the operational steps or stages, as they're called, and you're going to see information related to things like setup time, run time, the work unit that you're going to be scheduling, the stage 2, and so on. All of this data, incidentally, comes directly from Business One. So we're pulling that production order in, and then we're going to schedule it. Now, in the task panel, you can sort, group, filter your data on any attribute across the top there, so you can get to the data that you want to plan and schedule. So for instance, I'm grouping by size. I can then group by length, and the data starts to take shape, and I can then start to auto schedule that data onto the graphical planning board below. If I don't like that grouping, I can leave it where it is. I can also apply filters to the data here. I can also bring in other data from Business One. For instance, I might want to bring in custom user-defined fields. I can bring those in as well. Now, we have various types of production orders. So you have your standard production orders. We have related production orders. This is where you might have a parent finished product. In order to produce that product, you might have sub-orders. And this gives you the ability to schedule the parent and all the lower levels in sequence on the planning board. We're going to start to schedule the production order, but just to explain what you're seeing on the bottom of the screen here, this is the graphical planning board, and you're seeing the work centers that I can schedule to. Now, these work centers are 100% available in the current planning horizon. So I set my planning horizon from today out until the end of November, pretty much the end of November there. And whatever that horizon is reflected on the graphical planning board. At the moment, I'm seeing the board in 2-hour increments. I can go down to a 1-minute increment or zoom out to see the entire planning horizon. So it's very easy for a production planner to see where that free capacity is, where those bottlenecks are, and how those resources are being consumed. Now we're going to do some drag and drop scheduling. I'm going to take production order 542, and I'm going to drag it down to the planning board. So you see there's the first stage 1, operation 1. If I let go of my mouse key now, you'll see that the entire production order is scheduled on the planning board. And you'll also see a yellow thumbs up, which tells you that it's scheduled in LYNQ, but at the moment, we've not yet published the new start date, new due date back to Business One, which we'll do when we're happy with our plan. Of course, with this, I can drag it over here, move it to another day, and so on. We do parallel and sequential scheduling here. And I could also take all of my 213 production orders like this, highlight them and auto schedule. And this will take a matter of seconds to schedule all of these production orders. I can either forward or backward schedule. I can consider alternative work units. I can consider material shortages, tools, other constraints, secondary constraints, and so on. But I'm just going to create a quick plan. I'm going to publish that plan back to Business One, new start dates and due dates, and then publish the plan out to the shop floor. Now you see some of the work centers are now, you're seeing the capacity or available capacity drop. They started off at 100%, they're down at 28%. We're consuming the available capacity. We define shifts, and shifts are obviously hours, which are either working or non-working, and we apply the shifts. That creates the capacity, and you can have multiple shifts and multiple constraints as well. But now we've created our plan, we're going to save and publish our plan, and you'll see those production orders with the yellow thumbs up turn green. That means the plan's published. It's just doing that now. And once we've published the plan, it updates Business One with the new start dates and due dates. So that's what we're writing back in terms of scheduling. But now that plan is out on the shop floor and elsewhere to be seen. So we're going to go to dispatching, and dispatching will show you for a particular period. In this case, we're looking at a week. This is our loading for this week, and this is our order fulfillment. And you can see things like your calendar hours, operating hours, shift hours, scheduled hours, and so on. And on the right-hand side, your order fulfillment, all drillable. That's the first dashboard. Then we've got an online production plan, Gantt style view. This is dynamic in that it's connected with the shop floor data capture. So it's very easy to see in this example that this production order that I'm hovering over there, you can see that the planned quantity is 1. We're just under 3/4 there at the moment, the blue bar that you're seeing at the bottom. The green background is the actual labor. So we plan 3 hours. We're at an hour and a half at the moment. And then the red tip indicates a production issue. So someone's recorded there's a problem that's affecting the execution of this production order. And these are drillable. So I could drill into this production order like this. And again, you're looking at your work centers horizontally. So this would pull up a job card, and this shows you the production order. If this had a customer sales order, you'd see that there, the operations and how they're, or the stages and how they're being executed, the materials and what's being issued, any attached documents again. So it could be a CAD drawing, work instruction, quality control form. You could open that document up in the system, and any production issues there. There's a schedule for that order. And again, if we go back to that online Gantt style view, we could even look at this in list view. So this was by work center. So what's scheduled in the forging area this week? We have all these orders scheduled for forging, and you can see the precise time they start based on the production plan that we created. And again, this is all drillable. If I wanted to print a plan off and hand it out to the shop floor, I could do so. If I wanted an equipment plan, I could have an equipment plan very much like this. So if we look at this particular resource for this week or whatever the period is, you can see it's 58% loaded, 90% productive, and 65% operating. These are the hours, and there's the schedule. Very easy to see. We could also go into a production status view, which will show me all of my live production orders. Any grid like this, we can sort, group, filter, export, customize, and bring in other data to this view. I've also got CAN filters, so I can look at all production orders in progress, running late, scheduled, finished, to start, like this. And again, you can see progress overall and drill into the production order as well. Now, now that we've created the plan, we've dispatched the plan, it's visible across the business, we're into the data capture side of things. So we're going to go to data collection. And again, with LYNQ, you can have highly configurable terminals as any device with a browser, like a tablet PC, positioned around the shop floor, even at the entrance of the building. So when an employee arrives, they'll scan in, clock into the building, so we know I'm there, what time they leave, all the productive and non-productive time in between. We often replace time clocking systems. We also connect with payroll applications. So the employee's clocking in, then he's going off to his place of work, and there'll be a terminal at his work center. And George now is currently in indirect downtime, no task, he's idling. But George, how this is configured, this terminal is configured, can work at these areas. So he's going to start on forging. He's going to turn the forging machine on. And immediately George is presented with a list of scheduled production orders that he can start on. So he presses the start button. Now what this is doing is immediately capturing machine time and labor time against the employee and against this production order. Again, we use certified integration with B1. So we're writing this data back to the production order, the labor time, the quantities reported, and so on. George can go off and work on another resource. And in this view, this is the machine view. He can obviously record any downtime, like a general breakdown. He can, record a QC information. So he's clicking on the QC button here, and that will open up a QC form for him. Here it is. So it could be a checklist like this. And it's just about to open. Here it is. This is simply a Power App. So that could fail, and this would automatically pull in the date, the production order number, the employee, etc., etc. This is just an example of a Power App form that we use for quality, but this could be used for anything else. This is his view. Again, he might want to report production or open an attached document. You see the paperclip symbol there. He's just going to report, put in a quantity. We support serialized lotted bin controlled environments for traceability. He's going to record scrap and the scrap reason code. And he can backflush the materials. He can print a label. He can change the status of the production order. Again, all of this is highly configurable. So he's going to report, and it's telling him his speed is faster than the standard defined in B1 or slower. Give me the reason why. And in this case, we're going to backflush the materials. We can backflush all or some. And again, this creates transactions that are passed back to Business One pretty much in real time. So that's just an example of a terminal. We can make the terminals very, very simple indeed. So if we go into this basic terminal, this would show you just very simple, just a few buttons. Okay, so this is really easy to use. Now, in terms of tracking, if you're a supervisor manager, you want to know what's going on, you'll get this view. Okay, so you're looking at the orders, the products. There's your OLE, it's at 25%. OEE is at 200%. That's because we reported production faster than the standard. But if I click into this status tracking, I can see all of my employees. I can see exactly what they're working on. I can drill in, and I can even clock George out or put him into break, or there's all sorts of things I can do from here as a supervisor. I also have the same or similar view really with the equipment. So again, the machines, I can see all the machines that are off, and if they were in downtime, you'd see a red symbol. If they're in setup, you'd see a yellow symbol. And again, I can drill into the machine and see exactly what's running on it. I can see its loss profile. Remember, LYNQ looks at the losses in your manufacturing. We capture the availability, performance, and quality losses that are going on, providing OEE. So that provides you with the live status tracking of your employees and equipment. And again, of course, we can look at the job status there as well. Now, there's a lot more I can show you. I can show you loss visualization. So if we were to look at our losses for a particular period, let's look at this for a month of January 2020. I think it's 2020, it could be 22, but yep, so this is showing you loss management by equipment, but it could equally be by employee for the month of January 2020. And essentially what this is showing you that right at the very bottom of the screen, these are the reasons why your resources are not 100% effective for 100% of the time. Loading loss is all to do with planning and scheduling. So as planned loss, so you see a lot of idle time where those equipment were not scheduled effectively, and then you've got availability losses. So this is really your uptime versus your downtime, and you can see the hours associated with each loss that's recorded there. Performance losses, input versus output as measured against the standard you've defined within B1. So you, for instance, you say that it takes one resource 1 hour to produce something, but you're producing it faster or slower. These are your performance losses, and then your quality losses. So in the middle of the screen, you're looking at your calendar hours for that period, and what you end up with is effective hours calculated based on the good quantity produced and for the selected resources and time period. So you can see a 99% loss. I mean, this is demo data, but you can also see the hours lost and the revenue loss. Now, you can add your average cost rate into LYNQ. So mine set at $25 per hour, whether it's a machine or an employee. And that gives you that total loss for all of these loss categories. These are all drillable. Again, same really with the employees here. Again, if I go into the loss categories, I can do so. I can look at my employee analysis. My OEE for that period is 68%. Where's that 38% gone? Well, it's gone because of these reasons. Okay, so this is really intuitive, and this is all out of the box. As soon as you're planning and scheduling and capturing data, you're going to have live analysis of your manufacturing, where your losses are so that you can start to improve the effectiveness and productivity and ultimately your bottom line as a business. But there's the OEE that we're talking about. There's the losses, and again, by equipment. All of this data is readily available. Again, you even have product analysis so that you can see, against each of those products that you produce, the performance, the quality, and you have all of this information at your fingertips. So this is just an overview. Of course, please get in touch with Forgestik so that we can arrange a one-to-one demonstration of this and go into far more detail and show you a lot more. So I'm going to pause at this point. Okay, so why invest in LYNQ? The impact of factory automation and digitalization using LYNQ to drive resource effectiveness is significant. Here are just some of the benefits our customers realize. So a 55% reduction of labor cost, a 45% reduction of defects and errors, 45% reduction in material costs, a 30% increase in outputs, 30% improved delivery and service performance. We have case studies and videos that we can share with you to back this up. So return on investment in just 6 months. Again, a single solution, certified integration with B1, HANA, SQL from version 9.3 and above. So a single solution to optimize manufacturing workflow by integrating your planning and production activities with an all-in-one solution. A really fast payback, typically less than 6 months from an increase in effectiveness of the resources being managed. If you can increase the effectiveness of your resources by a mere 5%, certainly you'll see a return on investment in well under 6 months in some cases. It's quick to deploy. We can get this up and running, connected with your Business One database, using that master data that you've defined in terms of your BOMs, routings, route stages, products, etc. Very quick to get up and running. We provide fixed priced implementations. We can often implement the entire solution in less than 12 weeks. That's two-hour sessions a week typically that we deploy, but we can be quicker than that. We also provide free trials. Talk about that in a second. So that's something that you can speak with Forgestik about. It's configurable, highly configurable, sophisticated, next-gen web-based technologies, easily configured for any industry, any device providing anytime access. It's insightful, gain that instant insight out of the box with world-class performance analysis and loss visualization of your employees and equipment. And again, we've got that machine connectivity, automate data capture from your machines and other devices with more than 140 drivers to the most common PLC and I/O devices, supporting Industry 4.0. By the way, the product does have French language. So the screens can appear in French language, which is important for some of the customers out there in Canada. So find us in the SAP Marketplace, visit LYNQ MES connectivity, SAP, contact your partner or Forgestik to arrange a one-to-one demonstration. You could even register for a free, no obligation 30-day trial. Limited spaces there available, but something that I think you would really benefit from. If you've got a manufacturing operation, you've got your master data in place for bills of materials, route stages, products, your resources, employees, machines, tools, etc., defined within B1, you're ready. You fit the criteria, you're on 9.3 and above, you're ready to do a free 30-day trial. We'll give you a quotation so you know what the cost would be. but certainly it's definitely worth trying that. No obligation. Again, you don't have to buy if you find out that it's not the right fit for you. Okay, thank you very much for your time today. We appreciate the opportunity. I'm looking forward to speaking with you.